Hello everyone and welcome back to Monaco. What's yours is mine. And in today's episode we're going to be continuing with the origin storyline here. We're going to be doing the gentleman's prologue. After that I think we have another 2 or 3 characters to do before we start the Finn campaign. So I guess we'll dive straight in. We're going to be using the gentleman here. The hacker knew how to put us in touch with the rat once we were out. The rat. The one who called the cops on us. The man responsible for putting us back in here. You probably know him as the gentleman. He used to run a criminal organization. Tell me more. It was called a bank. 20 years ago, his only crime was making too much money. Today, I doubt there is a crime he has not committed. The day that your men stormed his headquarters, the day that you confiscated his fortune, that was the day when the entire world went into debt. And no amount of money, no amount of karmic justice could ever pay it off. Yep, I'm ready. So how many trophies have we got to collect? 5. Okay. The gentleman is a character I'm more familiar with. But at the same point, that doesn't mean that this level is going to be easy. We do have the disguise advantage, but honestly that means very little. To complete it, we need to get a grand total of... oh my. That lasted long. Once one sees you, they all see you. Well, guess let's try it again then. What we got in here? Let's actually try and do it in a different way. There's a key. Seems like we actually have little in the way of weapons too. Oh man, that's going to be a problem. That means I've got to go through that door. Nope. That did not go to plan at all. God, these are hard levels. You just really get to a point where you watch me die over and over now. It's getting that difficult. The Finn campaign is even harder. So, I don't know what I'm complaining about. Because it's only going to get worse with the Finn campaign. Okay. So we needed that key to get out again. Okay, this is this one. That's 2 trophies. Okay. We've got our disguise back. Nobody here has a key. Of course they wouldn't. So we're going to need to utilize the computer and bring a virus with us. Do I want to go up first? What's around here? We need a key for that. And we don't have a key, so Instead, I'm going to have to grab a virus and bring the virus with me. That didn't really work. Great. Okay, this is going to be a huge challenge. A huge challenge. Oh gosh. This is so tough. This is so tough, honestly. I mean, we kind of got to 2 trophies, so we have made some progress. I can kind of do that bit. The weapons cache is to your right. There is no weapons cache, though. That's kind of the point. There isn't one. Gotcha. So what happens if I unlock this? We get out to here, that's fine. They're going their separate ways, which means we're gonna drift down here temporarily. We're gonna pick up this key. Ah, here we go. Weapons cache. What would be the best option for us? We could either do a smoke bomb or put people to sleep. I think a smoke bomb is probably the best option we really have, because options are limited. Oop. That's okay, we've got a medical kit. We don't need to worry about that. Get it though. So how many trophies are we up to? 2? Okay. Oops, hello. Take that. This gun there. Ah. Doesn't necessarily guarantee that we're gonna get everything we need though. Gotta sneak by him if you can. Right, so we can grab this key, we can disable this, steal that, go through this room, pull a virus, pick up the key. Pick up another trophy, so we've got 4 of 5. Okay. Well, I'm going to let you go past then in that case. That is fine by me, sir. Right, they're stuck in this room. This has got a medikit in it. Our health is doing okay, though. So where's the final trophy? Oh, we already have them all. Okay. So what we're doing now, then, is we're trying to secure... We already got a perfect amount of coins anyway. So we completed all the objectives we need to. So we already completed that. Prologue the blonde. I assume this must be the redhead, but actually at this point was blonde. Guards won't attack the blonde until they recognize her. And the redhead? You'll likely never see her again. Even more than the gentleman, she knows how to hide in plain sight. In her past life, she was a petty thief. Home invasions, burglaries. She was a blonde in those days. No one ever believed that she was an actual criminal until they got close enough to see the twinkle in her eyes. Anyway, she got caught breaking into the gentleman's vacation house by his private security detail, and for a moment when they brought her to him, it felt like the debt of the world had been wiped clean. Turns out the only person who was unaffected by her charms was the gentleman. I suppose that's what made them fall in love. He was the only man that saw the truth. This is going to be hard because I very rarely play as this character, and even when I do, I'm not very good. Oh my, yeah, that didn't go to plan. I'm not very good as this character at all. It's one I never use because I don't think the ability is very good, honestly. I don't find that her ability is very good at all. That lasted long. They just kind of swarm you with enemies, I've noticed. That's kind of what they do with this, is they just swarm you with enemies. The actual target is to get as many coins as possible. It's nothing to do with the amount of certain things. Right, now we're outside. That's definitely a movement in the right direction. I doubt anyone would try and rob the gentleman. So they say. I've got nowhere to go. I think we're kind of on the right track. It's actually really frustrating. It's probably one of the most frustrating campaigns I've done of the game so far, because it just seems to be swarm with enemies and that's it. Well, there goes that again, like straight away. Even is this? Keep her at range and you'll be okay? So how many trophies we got? 3. So there's the last one. To get a perfect score, you need a lot more than that. Some disguises here that no one ever told me about. But it doesn't matter much now, does it? I wouldn't mind getting the perfect. Well, never mind. We did achieve the completion at least. I didn't quite get enough there to get the completionist section as well, get all the coins type of thing. But I didn't on these either. So next up is the cleaner. I think, what is this? The last character? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And the cleaner, where did he come from? What imaginary debt is he owed? He isn't owed a debt. Well then, what makes him steal? The cleaner is collecting debts on behalf of his brother. A brother? The cleaner was born with a twin. His brother's mind moves too fast, can't really control himself. He's broken. The cleaner's mind doesn't appear to move at all. He doesn't feel pain or betrayal. He doesn't believe in fairness. He's here to balance the equation. If the world has gone bankrupt, the cleaner will foreclose. Ominous. Where is he? Check the papers. Was the fire department busy last night? Yes, I believe they were. The cleaner is settling debts. Now are you ready to talk about asylum? Ready. Foreclosure cometh. Collect on the debts and escape unscathed. Okay, so this is a slightly different one. That's the private helipad. Oops. Oh no. I rushed it. I think the ultimate thing there is I rushed it. With the cleaner, it's best not to rush it. I think that's ultimately where my mistake ended up being. So we got a lot of them. We didn't get all of them though. Straight away, you alert them. Oh, this really lasted long, did Man, this is tough. This is the last mission, I'm pretty sure. How do these people do it in 1 minute 30? That's insane. That is insane, man. To do it in that speed. To do anything like this in that speed is insane. Is that guard on fire? There's a wrench, but we had to miss it. Oh, we're stuck. I saw a wrench though. Oh my gosh. I really don't want this to extend into a 4th episode, but we might have to. Because I don't know. This is the literal definition of frustration. I'm not even sure if I want to do the 4th campaign or not. I mean, I guess I will for completionist's sake, but... That's like literally the only reason I'm going to do it. They've really ramped up the difficulty in these campaigns. Without a shadow of a doubt. Well, here we go again. We're dead again. I don't know what to do, man. I've got no idea. This is really difficult. I'm trying to think of different ways maybe I could approach it. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's something in there that we could possibly find useful in the den if I play my cards right. If we utilize this. And we've aggravated again. We've engaged again. And I didn't want to engage. I missed that wrench. God damn it. Shush. Oh. I don't know, guys, this may have to extend into a next episode because I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I'm going to really have to think about it. We need to steal these 4 trophies. I'm not really sure the best way to do it. I don't know where all 4 are. Haven't seen anything around it either that would help us. Yeah. I'm just not really sure what to do. There's clearly a method and a strategy to this. I'm just not sure what it is. I'd love to know what it is. Just gone mad again. You get like no chance to even do anything about your situation. Got 3 that time, but it just becomes a rush, you know. See if I can get there the fastest. I'm gonna give it one more go, and if we don't get it done this episode, I'm afraid it's gonna have to extend into next episode ultimately, while I figure out what the heck it is I should be doing. Even want to go that way. Yeah, this seems to be like the winning route. If I could say there was a winning route, this would be the one. No. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call the episode here, and next episode we'll try and finish off the cleaner's story here, so that we can move on to the Finn campaign. We've done pretty well. We did do the blonde and the gentleman, so I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time. So until then, see you later, and have a good day. Okay, guys, so you'll have seen that this is not actually the end of the episode. What I've gone ahead and done is I've actually gone ahead and looked it up how someone else did it on a video. I watched a speed run of this particular level to see what tips and tricks they had for completing this level, because I was really stuck. I had no idea, and I needed to think about some strategies and things like that for completing this. So we're going to give it another go here, if we can. And I've kind of got somewhat of a handle on it now. It's not perfect, but we're going to give it a go here and see what kind of success we have with it. I'm going to pick up the wrench. Pick that up. Shut him up. Got some wrenches. Now what we need to do is get rid of that guy. Pop around here if we can. Although this isn't really ideal. You don't have long. Oops. Very tough. Deciding the way I should do this.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce bruit? Comment? Ne bougez plus! Voilà.
Wasn't really too successful. I ended up getting into a situation there where it's once you alert a guard, basically. Once you've alerted one, you can kind of forget it. It's about not being seen, this level. Very much about not being seen, I think. It is frustrating. It's very frustrating, actually. But I'm actually going to try a different way around this, I think. Well, it's not really killing, it's knocking out. See, put him to sleep, pick that up, pick this up. You have to, in certain sections, there just is no choice. You just have to activate some of the alarms, unfortunately. That's just how it is. This is how the situation plays out. So let's disable this. Utilize this. I'm getting stuck here and I'm getting cornered. I want to be cornered if I can help it. Okay, where are we at now? 3 or 4? No. Oh. I've been trying for longer than I care to admit. I've actually scrapped a lot of footage already trying to complete this. And I've probably spent over an hour trying to complete this one gosh darn level. It's actually, for me, this is a little bit too hard. I feel like the room for error is that small, and it's actually, for me, spoiled what has been a really good game otherwise. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that aspect, but I would say at the moment, 3/4 of this level I have down right now. 3/4 were about there. I'm just gonna go ahead and get these, because why not? So here's the next thing we're gonna do. We're gonna get in this room.
Je crois que c'est bon. Quoi? Voilà.
It didn't pay off for us. I wanted to do that in a certain way, and I didn't get the opportunity because that guard spotted me. Again, it just doesn't seem fair to me that once a guard sees you, you've got no chance of escape. There's too many tight rooms, nowhere to really hide. There's just, you know, I don't know. I'm just not happy about the way that this game, this campaign in particular, has ended. I'm hoping that the Finn campaign is a bit better. See, this is this random look element I talked about too. There is a very big random look element to this, which is not ideal. Again, we got done there. You know, now there's no way I'm gonna be able to escape. Ultimately, no matter what the heck I do, there's no way I was gonna be able to escape there. There's this look element to it. This might end up being an episode just all on its own. I don't know what I'm gonna use in terms of footage. I'm just gonna have to keep trying at it until I do it, basically, to get this done, ultimately. But at this point, it's not fun anymore. I can say that, it's not fun anymore. And I hate to moan about this type of stuff, but this type of thing will be making it into my review of this game when I finish, because I think that needs mentioning, in my opinion, that it's let the game down. For me, it was a really good game apart from that. Other than that, I think it's been a good game and a worthwhile play, and I would recommend it, but no, just go back to your seat, dude. There we go again. It's the same thing again.
Je crois que c'est bon. Retour à la normale.
So what are we up to in terms of trophies? 3 and 4. Finally. For all this time. Finally did it. There we go. There we go. We didn't get anywhere near the amount of coins I would have liked, but we completed it. And we completed the Origins campaign. And we did complete it without dying. That is one of the trophies that we needed for that. So, that concludes the Origin storyline. Rather frustrating in the end, but, you know, we take what we take. So, next episode, we will start the Finn campaign, which is going to be the last campaign. Before we move on to another game. These levels down here, I've mentioned this before, but these levels here, the PvP, Mole's Workshop, there's an achievement map there, play it again, Sam, and things like that, I'm going to not do on camera, or at least on the YouTube series. I may live stream some of this stuff, possibly, or I might just complete it on my own. As you can see, I've already been going through and finishing off a lot of the early ones. You know, getting all of the trophies and things like that. There's also the zombie mode, which I might try out on live stream at some point. But yeah, probably one thing I would say with that particular level is it just pushed the balance a little too far for me. I think it was a little bit unfair in the end. And I've had to look up YouTube videos, and I've wasted a lot of time just trying to complete what ended up being a 2-minute level. So maybe that needs some tweaking. Maybe I just need more practice at the game. I don't know. But it was frustrating, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, though, nonetheless, and I hope to see you in the next one. So until then, see you later, and have a good day.